Good afternoon. My name is Brian Hughes. I'm coming to you from Saginaw, Texas. Today, I want to talk about racial inequality amongst our society and how social media can have certain effects on racism amid the George Floyd's recent death. There are several social media outlets that have platforms to thousands of people daily. We must do our part on social media to condone positive racial behavior, but also to spread the news about any acts of racism. Racism needs to stop now. We all have a voice. Let's use it in a positive manner. Many people see posts on social media, and if racism is discussed through the social media, people can have their voices heard. Those social media outlets include TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Millennials play a very important role in influencing positive change against racism. It is important for our society that people are held accountable for their racist behaviors. Social media outlets can help spread the news and bring forth positive change. Now let's talk about a couple of these outlets and these platforms. So TikTok, it's a social media outlet that has gained recent popularity. There are certain TikTokers that have millions of followers, which provide a large platform to be heard on a daily basis. There's one of the ladies on there named Charli D'Amelio or something along those lines. It's the highest TikTok influencer and has about 60 million people that follow her on a daily basis. She's a 16-year-old young lady, and she does a great job with what she posts and stuff and says what's on her mind. She posted a video recently condemning George Floyd's death and stating that she would continue being an ally to the Black Lives Matter community. Furthermore, she also spoke out as an influencer who has a job to inform people on racial inequalities in the world right now. Her followers are being influenced to fight back against racism and that George Floyd's death is inexcusable and that people of every color need to speak out against racial behavior. All right, now let's move to another outlet, Facebook. Facebook is another social media platform that can spread the word about racism and condone positive social behavior. Facebook has been around now for a long time. Facebook has the power to bring change. Recently, one police officer had resigned because of his racial remarks on Facebook. For instance, a Greenbrier police officer resigned less than 24 hours after News 4 exposed his Facebook post, including a controversial comment about George Floyd. Because of his Facebook post, the news spread about his controversial comments and that he was more than likely forced to resign by his superior, which was a definite way to motivate other police departments to bring forth change within their departments. Now let's talk about Instagram. Instagram is a highly popular social media outlet as well. Instagram has celebrities and others that share stories on their feeds. Beyonce has approximately 143 million followers on Instagram, and she is not afraid to voice her opinion or her concerns over racism on that social media outlet. For example, Beyonce urged viewers to sign a petition to seek justice for Floyd, to call an end to violence against people of color. She further pleaded that I'm not only speaking to people of color. If you're white, black, brown, or anything in between, I'm sure you feel hopeless by the racism going on in America right now. No more senseless killings of human beings. No more seeing people of color less than humans. We can no longer look away. She is also pushing for change with her Instagram platform, and this platform is allowing millions to hear her pleas for positive change against racism. All right, now let's talk about Twitter. Twitter is being followed by millions and millions of people as well. It's a huge platform as well. President Trump, probably the most notorious Twitter person that I know, he's also posting millions and millions of things, or he's not posting millions of things, but he posts on Twitter to millions and millions of people daily. Twitter has taken action against the president's recent controversial tweets about the riots in Minneapolis. For instance, President Trump took to Twitter early Friday to condemn Minneapolis' demonstrators as thugs, threaten military intervention, and predict local looting could lead to shooting. prompting the social media company to take the unprecedented step of limiting the public's ability to view and share the tweet. This is the first time this has ever been done. And for Twitter to take such a stance against this tells you that it doesn't matter who you are. At the end of the day, you must follow the same rules that everyone else follows. No matter your platform, no matter your title, everyone at the end of the day is human. Now, let's talk about Snapchat. Snapchat allows people to share specific moments and share news around the world. It has approximately 229 million users active every day. 3 British boys were recently criticized for mocking the death of George Floyd on their Snapchat, which is an extremely horrific behavior. The post was horrible, but it did call out for positive action as it was shared through other social media outlets. The boys are now being looked at for this horrific, ignorant behavior. For instance, the University of Warwick said on the Twitter feed, "Thank you for bringing this picture to our attention. Please be sure that we are looking into the allegations of this matter of urgency." Social media has become a huge influence for millennials. Millennials are the growing future for the direction of the direct impact of racial inequality. This group, millennials, are the group that can bring the change to society and how they view the racism. Millennials are not afraid to share their views or thoughts on social media. According to Maxwell and Shuttle, while millennials may have less trusting and empathetic, some evidence suggests that they may also be less racist. Millennials helped elect the first African-American president in 2008 and were central to his re-election, or were successful to his re-election in 2012. In conclusion, social media outlets do influence positive change in regard to racism. Social media reaches millions of people, and when people see positive behavior from top influencers and everyday people on social media, this prompts others to want to take action in the same manner. Society benefits from racial inequality, and it does not benefit from for people with racism. Social media outlets have an impact on our society, and if we continue to do our part in spreading the news about racism to bring forth change will come. Millennials can help bring positive change by influencing positive racial behavior. Make the change and make the change now.